What is up, guys? Welcome back to Bottled and Bond. Now, during the Christmas holiday, as you already saw, we had the privilege to tour the Bardstown Distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. Do I have my opinions and thoughts? Yes. Am I gonna say them on this channel? Yes. So here's the thing about Bardstown. As soon as we entered the distillery, we were told that our 2-year-old could not be part of the tour. And I asked why not, and the gentleman said, well, anybody under 21 is not allowed to do a whiskey tour. And then I, went on to say, do you know that you are the only distillery in the entire state of Kentucky that does not allow a 2-year-old toddler to tour with his or her parents? The only distillery that have ever told us this. So unfortunately, Amanda and little man could not do a tour of the distillery. Now, second thing. As soon as we went up to the first part of the tour was tastings. Why? Do you know that Bardstown is the only distillery that we've toured so far that does tastings in the beginning of their tour, vice towards the end? Also, did you know that Bardstown Distillery, they are making their products, but only 10% of their distillate is going towards their products. 90% of everything else that they're distilling at the Bardstown Distillery, 90% is going to other companies. So when you're sipping on other companies that are involved in that whole process, you're not necessarily sipping that company's whiskey, you're sipping on Bardstown Distillery's whiskey. Also, did you know that Bardstown, they have different blends, what they call fusions. Right now they're in fusion 3. Bam! So they had the other fusions to my knowledge, but they don't have them anymore. It's not available, more or less. I don't know, maybe some of them are still sitting in a liquor store somewhere. But this is the only one that's available at the distillery right now. It's their fusion series. And what I was going to say, did you know that it is not all theirs? Now they have a discovery series that, Discovery Series 1, 2, 3, whatever number, and that is a blend of different other whiskeys. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4, I want to say it's 4, but it's different other whiskeys, nothing from theirs. So if you look on the label, they say they want to be pretty clear. They're a new distillery, alright, so I get that. But they want to be pretty clear about what you're drinking. They want to let you know, alright, nothing is hidden from you. Now in their Discovery Series, it shows this much from this, from A company, this much from A company, this much from A company, this from A company. 4 different distilleries going into the Discovery Series, but they claim it as Bardstown whiskey. Now, on this one that we're going to review today, it says 40% from a Kentucky 13-year-old bourbon. So somewhere in Kentucky, there is a specific bourbon that is being aged for 13 years, and 40% of that whiskey is being put into this bottle as a blended whiskey, along with 18% of the Bardstown Bourbon 3-year, which the mash bill on that is 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley, and 42% of another one of their distillate, which is a 3-year, 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley. Now, the third one that I mentioned in the beginning is a 40% of a Kentucky, somewhere in Kentucky. It is a 13-year, like stated before. In the mash bill, 74% corn, 18% rye, 8% malted barley. Now, if you know of a 13-year bourbon made in Kentucky, aged for 13 years, let me know in the comments below. To my knowledge, the only one that I'm picking up is Baker's 13. I believe they're coming from the Jim Beam Distillery. When I said that in the tour, I did not get any answer because they are not allowed to tell you who that company is. Now, when I had this product, I wasn't so fond of it. But I had 2 or 3 of their other distillates, so maybe my palate just wasn't to it. It wasn't feeling all the flavors that they claim to have, and that every other reviewer has said, this crap is pretty good. It's the bomb. It's the shiznit. But today on Bottled and Bond, we're going to go ahead and open it. Let me stop talking crap about Bardstown Distillery, and let's go ahead and do an honest review on their Fusion series. Synthetic. Smells like whiskey. One last thing for all you Scotch drinkers out there. Towards the end of the tour, we were in the Rick House, and a gentleman asked, so what's the difference between Bardstown bourbon and let's say a Japanese whiskey. And the gentleman said, which by the way, I have not had a Japanese whiskey ever. So the tour guide, I forget his name, bless his heart, he stated, well, Japanese whiskey is very similar to Scotch, except it doesn't have any peat. In other words, referencing that all Scotch is peated. So let's get on the nose. So I do pick up a little bit of a wheat, a little bit of a honey. It's this to me. This is smelling right now, and I'm being honest. I'm not trying to throw them down just on purpose, but this is smelling almost like a $18, $20 some dollar whiskey. A little peppery, not so sweet. Not picking up molasses. I do pick up the honey. No maple. A little bit of corn, charred wood. A little caramel, some cherries, maybe a little bit of a coffee note. Yeah, slightly maple. It has some good notes, classic bourbon notes. They're not profound, but they're there. And can't complain. Cheers. A little bit of a wheat, slightly herbal, sweet, honey, mid palate. Slight burn towards the back end, peppery. It has its sweet notes. It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's sweet. A little maple and honey forward. Cherries, little caramel, mid palate and towards the end. Still maintaining that sweetness, little peppery, but still with a little bit of honey on the back end. Let's check it out one more time for science. The third one wasn't impacted so much. So here's the thing. The price point. This is coming at me similar. Man, that sweetness kind of lingers. It's not a bad thing. That's actually a pretty good thing. This tastes to me almost like a $25, maybe $35 bottle of whiskey. All right, so Bardstown Bourbon is ranging anywhere between the high 50s, 60s. I saw it for about $69.99, $59.99. So we'll give it a price point anywhere between $50 and $60 at the lowest point. Now, here's my thing. Is it worth 60, 70 bucks? No, I'm gonna tell you straight up right now. This is bourbon. Eagle Rare is cheaper. Eagle Rare trumps this. I'm not gonna recommend it. I apologize. Listen, they're a new distillery. For you to label your stuff as Bardstown Bourbon Company, but then you're sourcing from a 13-year, what they say is a 13-year bourbon, 40% of it on your distillate, or on your blend at least. I'm particular about certain things like that. So, Fistful of Bourbon is a company that already automatically they say, hey, this is a blend of 5 bourbons and these are the bourbons. We are called Fistful of Bourbon because our bottle has a fistful of 5 different bourbons. This is Bardstown Bourbon. Hi, we are Bardstown Bourbon Company. This is our whiskey. And a 13-year-old as well. This is our Discovery series from Bardstown Bourbon Company. But it's not us, it's that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And it's but it's ours. Listen, forget all that. The whiskey is good. The price point is not. If you guys thought something else, let me know in the comments below. If you guys know or maybe assume what is that other 13-year whiskey company that is blended 40% into this bottle, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, all I can think of is Baker's 13. Maybe there's another one that I don't know about. You guys let me know in the comments below. Let me know what whiskeys you think I should be reviewing next here on Bottled in Bond. I'm Ozzy. This is the Bardstown Bourbon Company. Their Fusion Series, number 3. Yeah, and this is Bottled in Bond. Cheers.